feel like a lot of guys nowadays are kind of lazy. They don't care to make enough money.
Right.
But 5'8", like I'm short, I'm 4'11", but I love a good, ugly, short dude. I don't know why. I swear to God, I'm not capping. She's my best friend. You can ask her. You can ask her. You can ask her.
Yeah,
you can ask her.
She says that pretty often.
I do. I do. If he's older, okay, so like if he's old, forget about the money. If he's older and he's like a little shorter on the shorter ends, I'm short, so like anybody taller than me is tall, you know?
Yeah.
And like he's a little ugly, like I don't know why, like
You said
really
ugly
attractive.
before, now it's a little ugly.
Yeah, like girls are not gonna like. I'm gonna show a picture to my friends, and they're gonna be like, "What's wrong with you?" You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like really attractive men. Like, I never go for someone that's like super attractive.
The man that you described
Mhm.
is fairly common,
Yeah,
right?
it is.
So how are you single?
I don't want a relationship.
Oh, you don't want one?
No, I don't. Not right now. I feel like I'm working on like my goals, and the cherry on top will be like the man of my dreams. And when I find him, I find him.
Do you really not want a relationship, or is it that every man has presented himself to you so far just doesn't meet your standards? Let's be honest here.
No. I have met some men that I'm like, wow, like I really can see myself marrying this man, having kids with him, like sharing a future.
Yeah.
I'm not ready, but at the same time, like obviously, like I don't want to be lonely. Like I want somebody to like hook up with, you know, text and shit like that. Like maybe, I don't know, I don't really like texting, but you know what I mean? Like I really don't want a relationship and everything that comes involved in it. Because if I found the man that was like I've found men that I was like, wow, I could really marry this man, but it just like something just didn't work out. Like we stopped after a few weeks, months, like we stopped hooking up for like some random reason. So it's like, obviously he wasn't meant to be.
Let me ask you a question.
Let me hear it.
Do you think you have more value now in the dating game or later on when you're ready?
Value in like what though?
As in, do you think you're more attractive to the opposite gender right now or later on when you're ready?
I don't know. I really don't understand the question, kind of. I feel like, because I'm like, obviously,
let me be extremely blunt. Do you think you are more attractive to men right now at 26 years old
versus like what,
versus
next year?
When you're ready, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years from now?
I think so, yeah. I mean, I don't really understand why you think I wouldn't
What
be.
if I told you the answer to that question is you're actually more attractive right here, right now versus later on in the future, because men look at far different things in women than women do.
Listen, like I said, if I came across a man that I thought was like I was ready to be in a relationship with, yes, 100%, I would get into a relationship with them. And there have been men recently that like I've tried to start a relationship with. It just didn't turn out to be a relationship, and that's okay. So like I'm not forcing it. So like you know what I mean?
Well,
like,
here's the thing. You're kind of playing an interesting game here because you said that you don't want to be lonely. You do want a man eventually, yet the man that you're seeking, more than likely you as a higher earner, etc., he's going to value certain things that you might not necessarily be aware of. And I would say probably you're not aware of based on your answer to my question. Men value youth universally in women. And as you get older, I hate to say it, ladies, your value does go down. But the man's value doesn't go down as he gets older. So my question is, if you're up right now in the casino, why would you wait and take a risk and potentially leave down?
Listen, I don't know. I just really don't want to be in like a serious relationship right now. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I get that you don't want to be in one now.
Yeah.
But I mean, these are kind of like the tough conversations that like women need to have with themselves. They think, okay,
No, I thought about
I'm
that.
going to be sexy forever. And the reality is that, let's say you hit 31. Well, you're never going to be able to beat yourself at 26.
I hope I'm married and with somebody by 31. I mean,
well, if you're praying to the gods and the crystals and you're kind of like,
I'm also like one of the youngest people here too. So
yeah, but that's irrelevant to the point. But like I'm saying, like if you're hoping and he's going to find me or it'll just work out or whatever. I mean, this is kind of where, you know, this is the interesting thing. One thing I've noticed about women versus men, women tend to hope, right? That things are going to happen versus men understand that there is no such thing as hope. I either got to get out there and make it happen. Otherwise I'm going to be a loser. But we don't tell women the uncomfortable realities that like, no, there is a ticking clock for you. And the problem is that the men that you're chasing doesn't have that same clock that you do.
Yeah.
So if you're the one that actually is under some kind of urgency, wouldn't it behoove you to make a move and act with that sense of urgency to find that man?
Yes, but we're also like in a different time. Like I know that like I want a man with money, but at the same time, like I like that I make my own money and I want to like set myself up to where I have a really good income and I don't have to do OnlyFans anymore. Then I can find a man and I make a good income off of my like passive income, he makes his income, and then I can be his wife and focus on being his wife.
Are you aware that men that make that kind of money are looking for different things that you might not necessarily be aware of?
Like what?
Well, for one, guys that make that kind of money typically don't care about a woman's money.
I know that.
So,
but I care about it.
But see, here's the issue.
I know.
Women put way more stake on what they care about and what they think the man wants versus what the man actually wants, which is why so many girls take L's, because they think you should be attracted to me because of my success and my money. But the reality is they don't at all. And I can say this. He's a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. All of our millionaire friends. None of us care at all about how much money a girl makes.